Hello besties, if you want to know how to get your frontal lines so flat and so perfectly and making your wig glueless perfectly fitted, as we all know, a perfect wig is the foundation for a glueless wig. So yeah, if you want to have your wig looking so beautiful and so glueless and so perfect and so fitting, just like this I have on my head, then you want to stay tuned to the rest of this video, guys, because I'm not going to drop it all at the beginning. So let us get started, besties. I'm going to be showing you every tip, every trick, everything you need to know about your glueless wig. As you can see, the back is perfectly fitted and it's not going to fall off. So your elastic band is for extra security and it's not what is holding your wig. Stay tuned because I'm going to be dropping all the tea, guys. Hello besties, it's your girl bobokiddifashion. You can follow me on social media. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. Just search bobokiddifashion. Make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you turn on notification because I post amazing tutorials. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Now guys, let's get started. So first, obviously, we are going to cut our lace according to our head circumference. That is the foundation for a glueless wig. The circumference is your key. And then we're going to take our ear to ear measurements, which is what we're going to use for our frontal. So guys, this video is on how to cut your frontal for a perfect glueless wig. So I have another video on adjusting your wig cap and transferring measurements and all of that. So yeah. So for instance, if you have a wig, you're working with a wig that is 14 inches and your head measurement is maybe 11.5, you're going to subtract that 14 from, they are going to subtract that 11.5 or 11 from 14. And in case you have 3 inches over, you're going to cut out 1.5 inches from the left side and you're going to cut out 1.5 inches from the right side. Now, that is the summary. So, you can't cut out all the 3 inches from a particular section. No, you need to divide it into 2 and cut it from equal sections so that you have a perfectly fitted lace frontal. So after putting your measurements, you're going to demarcate it, maybe use your pencil, your chalk to draw a line to it. And after doing that, what are you going to do? You're going to flip it over. So first of all, since we want a perfectly fitted glueless wig, we are going to measure this to make sure it is exactly 11 inches or 11.5, depending on what I'm working with. So yeah, so when it gives me that particular amount I'm working with, I'm going to turn my frontal over and I'm going to kind of part it because I don't want to cut the hair. So I'm going to part it so I have an empty space in which I'm going to be cutting. So that's exactly what you're seeing me do. Part it, make sure you get all the hairs out of the way, make sure you part it exactly on the line where your chalk is or your tailor pen or whatever you're using, and then you're going to take your scissors and you're just going to chop it through. That's it, simple as that. But just make sure you get your measurements right. Measurement is key. Measurement is the foundation for a perfectly fitted glueless wig. So after doing that, you're going to go in again and measure your frontal just to be on the safe side. And when we have a perfectly fitted 11 inches frontal, we are good to go, and now we are ready to get that wig laid. So how do you perfectly place your frontal on your mannequin head to have that M shape and have it in a way that is going to fit your hair when you put it on? The secret is to fold it into 2. You find your center part. And I believe on your mannequin head, if you have been working with it for a while, you should know where your center part is at. So if you're not using a polymer canvas head just like myself, I believe you're going to be using another canvas head, but it should have a line in the middle. I hope so. If you have any questions, let me know. And the perfect tip for this, guys, you're going to place your lace frontal 1 inch forward from your wig cap. So as you can see clearly, where I'm placing my lace, that is not where my wig cap starts. My wig cap is a little bit behind, but yeah, that's where I'm placing my lace. So when you place your lace and you pin it down in the front, you're going to pin it down behind at the middle at the exact spot, and then we're going to move on to the sides. As you can see me doing, we're going to bring the sides down and we're going to pin as well. Considering that this is a first spin, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you're going to watch it like you can see me do. I'm just making sure I'm on a straight line. Like I need to be very straight on the back to know that my wig is going to be perfect. And in front, you can see that beautiful, perfect M shape. If you do not have this M shape after laying your frontal on your dome cap, then you need to undo it. So yeah, after doing that, what are we going to do? Obviously, we are going to stitch it down. Like I said, make sure your wig, your frontal is perfectly laid flat at the back before you go into stitch. If there are any adjustments you should make, I advise you make them before sewing it down so that you prevent undoing it and redoing it back. And just to let you know that everyone makes mistake, this particular wig I actually had to undo it and redo it back because I noticed towards the end that my wig wasn't laying flat, so I had to undo it. Because like I said, you do the right thing, not the easy thing. So after doing that, guys, I always take a 1 inch measurement. I'm sorry I didn't get that part on camera, but what I do is literally I put my tape on the back of the head and I mark 1 inch, and that's where I draw my line. So after putting the guide, I just go ahead with my chalk to keep drawing and going forward. And when I get to the center, it's going to depend on how much of my bundle is left for me to know how spaced or how tight my bundles are going to be at the center of the hair. So basically, this video was about how to shape your frontal, how to cut your frontal for your perfect head measurement for a glueless wig, and how to wig it, place it down properly and wig it. So this was kind of like the complete package. So yeah, I'm sorry if I mixed that up in the beginning. So yeah, so like I said, I placed my tape down and I just kind of mark the areas where I'm going to be drawing my chalk over. That's where I'm going to sew my bundles over. So yeah, that's what I do. So after doing that, I'm going to pin my tape down, and I'm going to mark, like I said, 1 inch each. So yeah, so I'm going to mark 1 inch each, and I'm going to kind of measure my frontal to my bundles to see if it's going to fit the hair, and if I have any excess left, either I double waft it or I increase it to maybe a 0.5. Yeah, so in this space you can see I made a mistake, so I had to correct it and I have to scrap the other line I initially drew. So yeah, those are just some of the mistakes you're going to make, but just make sure you correct all these things before you begin placing your bundle down. So now I'm going to measure to see if my bundles fit, and of course I'm going to do it the old school way. I'm just going to pin my bundle down and I'm going to pass it over the lines to see if it's okay. And after doing that, it was perfect and it was fitted, so I went forward to machine wig it. So yeah, so guys, I have another tip that is going to be coming up. If you do not know how to turn your bundle when machine wigging it, like you have to cut it off, and there are some clients that don't really like you cutting off their wigs because they're always going to complain. Maybe a bundle got missing, maybe you stole their wig or something like that. So I just always prefer to do, like, if you give me 2 bundles or 3 bundles, I just make sure I do that 2 or 3 bundles, and even if you undo that wig, you're going to find your 2 or 3 bundles intact. So yeah, so there's a tip I'm going to be posting on my next video that is going to show you how to turn over, like when you get to the corner after wigging, instead of cutting your bundle, you're going to flip it over and you're going to continue. So yeah, that's totally a game changer for customers that really like to stress you out, or maybe there are just some people that don't like cutting their bundles. So yeah, and I'm one of those people. That's why I had to figure out something. I don't like cutting my bundles, so I'm not going to cut my bundles into different pieces just because I'm wigging. No, so I'm just going to flip it over. So yeah, so basically what you do is you're just going to place your bundle on your wig cap and you're just going to sew it down. So the secret is stretch your bundle but don't stretch your wig cap. Just make sure your wig cap is not twisted, maybe it's not bending over, it's not flipping over, like it's straight, but don't stretch it. Yeah, then you can just focus on your bundle and just work with shorter distances. So that's the tip I'm going to give. And I can always post a more updated video on how to machine wig. If you need it, drop it in the comment section. I got you. So here's what a wig is looking like after wigging. You can see it's perfectly fitted. This wig, however, I haven't put a band on it yet, so it's the cap that is snug fit at the back of my head, as you can see. So I'm going to put an elastic bundle just for extra security, but you don't really need it. So make sure you follow my tip if you want to make the perfect glueless wig. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye bye.